I have returned once again today to do the next episode in the 3 gatsu no Line saga, being episode 8. It's a very long overdue episode of 3 gatsu no Line because I had quite a lot of work going on recently, which has kind of limited what I can possibly do because freaking hell. Did not imagine the amount of workload I was going to get, but I got a lot, and I'm kind of just sitting there going, please give me 5 seconds just to myself. I played like 3 hours of Final Fantasy 15. I need to play more of it. So yeah, it's one of the main reasons why I haven't been able to cover anything, because of the amount of workload I've had. So yeah, this is why today I thought to myself, you know what, I've got a lot of work done. I can sit down and do more than just one series, because I've only been able to do 1 series per day, and that's literally my limitations. But no, I've done enough, so I actually can do 2. So hopefully even tomorrow I can actually do 3 gatsu and Occultic 9. I'm not too sure yet. It depends on how my day goes. Like, if my day goes well, it would be both. If my day goes terribly, it's be 1. And then as of, I think, Wednesday as well, I'm actually free, so my schedule becomes a lot better anyway. So after that point, if I miss anything out during the meantime, I will cover it again later as well. But from what I've been hearing about this series, I think it's pretty like heavy this episode. Like, I've actually been reading people saying, fracking out, like, I didn't expect it to go this far, but it's going this far. All right. I was like, okay, I'm interested. Like, I mean, I think Kyouko makes a return this week as well, or last week now. So that seems interesting enough, because I don't like the girl too much, but I want to see what she does next to Ray and how much of an impact it has on him, because as we've seen so far, it pretty much has a massive impact on him. But you never know, and hopefully Hina just like kind of deals out that nice ass. Well, that's actually not a way of saying it. Like a nice bit of just calmness. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh, at least it's not that heavy, because I've been reading people saying it's heavy. I was like, Jesus, all right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can't say nice ass exposition because it doesn't sound kind of right out of context, but you know what I mean. Just saying nice content, nice exposition. Oh, anyway, okay. I actually got to get the episode up because I haven't even got the episode up yet. Oh man, Noragami is now on Crunchyroll as well because it won't leave me alone about it. But there it is. March comes in like a lion. The only show I've been looking forward to every single down week, but I can't cover it. It's got so much work to go on. It's just like, nah, you ain't doing what you want to do, Joe. I'm like, please, give me 5 seconds to myself. But I managed to do it. I've written a play twice, so that was not fun, not at all. Like I wanted to cry after a while, just like telling your work's melodramatic. I was like, oh, okay, my work's melodramatic. All right, I'm sorry. But I just toned it down. That's why I wrote it. So I'm pretty tired. Anyhow, enough of my writer's block because it's been hitting me recently. Let's start the stream in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Oh my god, I miss this opening so freaking much. Oh god, this opening's so freaking good. Oh man, Bumble Chicken's just so freaking good now. So I wasn't the biggest fan of them originally, but once they kind of brought this song out, I was like, yeah, they're pretty good. Like it was one of those bands I was kind of like, you know, Kekai Sensen's opening was good. It wasn't amazing. It was one of those ones that everyone's like, oh my god, it's amazing. I'm kind of like, it's alright. But then this one actually is really freaking good. There's a lot of subtext to it as well. That's what I love about it. I don't know what's better. I don't know which one's better though, the opening or the ending, because they do both, so I have no idea which one's better. It's the chorus is the best part. The chorus is amazing. It puts you at ease straight away, but it doesn't actually kind of tell you straight away that, you know, fam, it's gonna be pretty heavy sometimes. I'm like, hopefully Ray just gets a girlfriend by the end of the series. That'd be pretty cool. Who isn't Kyouko, who might just kind of jeopardize his mentality even more than it already is, because freaking hell, the poor dude's kind of... Oh no, they changed the opening then. That's disappointing. I can't see anyone else doing it. What's the problem? Come on, the chair's really loud. Oh man, hoping Nick Kaido makes his return as well. Just I need to see that bloke again. Best boy. Best bro and best boy. Oh, there he's here. That's legit. There's Momo as well. Nick Kaido's just the best bro in the universe. I love how they're actually presenting the way to play shogi as well. I think it's so well done. I think I never went anywhere. I completely forgot that this was the actual. I thought it was a different arc. Now, like different 2 chapters, but it was actually a continuation. I thought, oh, okay, that's why Nikkei hasn't gone anywhere. I thought maybe it's a different arc they were adapting, but then I completely forgot they were adapting the continuation of this one. Blame the fact I have no sleep. Blame Euro Horror for my lack of remembering anything lately. Also the fact I've watched Blue as Almost Color about 4 times just to kind of fully understand every single little tiny detail about that film. You know what? I'm actually learning how to play shogi, even though I actually can't play shogi in England because they can't actually buy shogi here. I don't think. I think there exists some shops that sell it. Well, I think it's actually Japanese-orientated shops, but I have to go and buy one day. A shogi set. So those really calming kind of games that you just want to play. I love this bloke. I love this show. Ray just going, why you do this to me? He actually did it himself as well. That's actually pretty cool. So you just copied Nikaido. He just literally just blows out the water like completely. Just goes, "Hey, I'm best bro of the universe." It's pretty cool to actually have a handmade shogi board and figures as well. That's actually pretty cool. Like if I've ever got from a place has been a dictionary. That's what I've got so far. Why would you want to set Nikaido as your best friend though? It's Nikaido. He's so freaking cool. They do make nice animes. But here, just dictionaries are just dictionaries. So she's living with him now as well. We're getting a really creepy cat ending again as well. So I never actually thought the episode ended. I thought, whoa, freaking hell, we're actually at the end. I didn't even notice it end. Whoa. Hold on a second there, boys. I didn't know it ended. She didn't actually subtitle the actual ending, but game strong. It's pretty legit for Shaft. Whatever they're smoking with it, make their animes, I want a bit of it. Shimbo must be on something. It's just High on Life or something. It's going on for quite a bit of time, actually. Actually, I'm surprised. I thought it was going to be like a 30-second thing. It's going on quite a bit. Not complaining, though. It's cats and shogi. It kind of reminds me of that one chess game from No Game No Life. That one bit when he actually went and invaded the board himself and actually just like proclaimed his love to the queen. That was a magical show. It made no sense, but it was so magical. Image. One thing I always liked about the show as well, it has a sense of symmetry as well. The shots are very symmetrical. I've actually noticed that recently. They're actually really freaking symmetrical. It's so satisfying to watch when you realize it. You're like, holy freaking Christ, it's actually symmetrical. It's Kentucky! It is true, he's such a good kid. Why does he look like the guy from Concrete Revolution, the actual like old guy that turned into the ghost? He was a ghost anyway. Everybody loves Nikaido. It just sums up completely. Anemia. So I remember them saying. I always remember that he was ill. He wasn't at full strength. But they kind of it didn't. It's not like they kind of just averted from using it. But I kind of was sitting there going, does he still have it or not? But I don't think. I think it's one of those things that's gonna come back randomly. Don't put more pressure on the poor kid. Like, I feel sorry for the poor. I feel sorry for Ray as well because it's like she literally so much pressure on the poor man. It's a really good saying, actually. A good line, actually. I remember him like at certain sections kind of ill. Like, I remember them saying that like, his actual like, assistant saying that he shouldn't be pushing himself too much because you will hurt yourself. That's why I always remembered him being like that. But the past couple episodes, they kind of really just not averted from saying it, but kind of just like just showed a different side of him. Like it's not kind of always put in the forefront. That's one of the other things I've actually kind of noticed about the show. Like, like it's not, it's technically not full fronted kind of plot line, but it's always there at the kind of the background. And that's just best girl of the universe, Akari. It's just, you just know there's never going to be a better girl in the world than Akari. I guess it's actually technically better when you think about it. Just don't put everything at the forefront. Don't actually just constantly drum down your throat that this kid is ill and stuff like that. It's kind of, it's nicer when it just kind of, they implement it well instead of just put it like always there. Because it kind of becomes overbearing sometimes. That's why I've kind of noticed about certain shows. They kind of don't handle those sort of things really freaking well, and it kind of just comes off as a bit like forced. So literally the greatest shogi advert ever. Making me want to go play shogi. I always love how they framed Ray as well. Ray's framing is amazing. It's one of those things I always loved about it. Because he always feels trapped. That's one of the things, the framing always shows him to be trapped. Oh, Christ! There she is. Oh no. There's the girl we don't want to see ever again. We presume. Kyouko. Distant Thunder Part 1. Ooh. See, she hasn't changed. She remains the same person she was before. I feel sorry for the poor kid right now. Jesus Christ. So she owns the place already. She just walked in. That's how lit this show is. She's just so freaking well lit. Literally is scenery porn. She just walked in his house and just like became like the landlord or the owner. Like, Jesus Christ, woman. Like, she's always any time. She just like, overpowered the whole entire scene. You see Ray's discomfort. Jesus Christ. Wow. Wow. Oh, god damn. That literally took a dark turn. Holy Christ, she's actually a yandere. She's a closet yandere. Get out of there, Ray. You don't want to get it. You don't want to be in there with her. You're too pure for this world. I can imagine if he could during the whole after seeing that whole entire thing. Hate her so much because she's kind of hot. It's the problem. Wow. That's like that's one way of putting it. fighting down an old senile dog. It's like, Jesus Christ, that's literally one way to put the whole entire thing. Fracking hell. That was to a dark turn. Quite quickly. I can't go back to the hijinks with Nikaido. That was kind of nice hijinks. This was just depressing at the end. God, you can see that. You could just see from him that he's just so uncomfortable being around her. Yeah, it's I don't know. Her character is really, really well voiced. Like, she literally gets underneath your skin. Every single line she says, she just goes underneath you, kind of like, ah. It's really weird to say. It's one of those things that it's really hard for an actor to actually kind of portray that idea, to get underneath your skin that much. But it's so well written, so well voiced. It does it so perfectly. Just like, God damn, you want her to get out of there because Ray just doesn't want her to be there. You just can see the visual uncomfortableness that he actually just like kind of, I don't know what expels. That's what I'm trying to look for. Like, you can just see it from the way he looks, the way he was framed, the way he was shown. He did not want her to be there. The worst case scenario is she stayed there, and she did. I was like, man, the poor guy. And then you find out about Goto as well. Like, this has made the whole entire thing even worse. He's like, why would you? What happened to the poor lad? Like, he just. Oh, then it just goes even further by her just saying, oh, if he were to actually do anything to me, do you think I'd just take it silently? I would go and stab him in his sleep, so he would wake up again. I was like, whoa, 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 okay. She's literally a pseudo yandere, closet yandere. Excuse me. I can imagine it's going to get even worse with her. It's just, you can see it. You can see just by the way that the actual show is trying to portray her that she's going to get worse. Like, I don't know what's worse to come, but all I can imagine is just going to get heavy. Heavy themes. Just the way she grabs his face and just goes, oh, so didn't leave a scar then. I was like, oh no, what happened? And you just find out, oh yeah, Goto actually was the one that punched you. Like, and then I don't know how I feel about her character. You kind of just want to sit. You just want to go into a corner and cry for a bit just after seeing that. Just, damn. God, this kid doesn't get a break, does he? Because he just doesn't. He doesn't actually have one time where he can actually say, "Well, freaking hell, it's going pretty alright." Like, just somebody just comes back and just reminds him of something that he did not want to be reminded of, and it all just comes full frontal. You're like, no. I don't want to see him like this. I want to see his hijinks with Nikaido. That was fun to watch because it was nice and peaceful. But this one just just the end bit, just nah. I mean, why? The show just knows when to just hit you in the gut, like really, really freaking damn well. It's one of the things I always like I can't speak English anymore. In like go and sleep for like 10 minutes. But one of the things this show actually does really freaking well is it knows when to gut punch you, like just perfectly. Like you can just do out of the blue, but you still feel gut punch. You don't feel like it's just out of left field, but it's so well implemented. Everything to this show is really well implemented. You don't really feel like one thing's out of place. Everything seems to be in place, and it just does it so freaking damn well. And the way they were kind of showing, like, I don't know. I don't want to see Goto at all. Like the way they just kind of showed him just really briefly in this episode, in that scene. You said at that point, like, no, just get this guy out of this universe. Put him in the same like mood as Bloody Fisher-Sake from Noragami. Just no, just give me some hijinks. Just give me some hijinks. That's all I need. But man, this show is freaking phenomenal. God damn it. It's my anime of the year that isn't actually finishing this year. It's just that's what I'm calling it. It's the anime of the year doesn't finish this year because I can't call it the anime of the year because it's not finishing in 2016. Finishes in 2017. So I can't call it anime of the year, but it's my anime of the year that's not finished yet, or won't finish in 2016. It's just so freaking good. Like every single thing about it just oozes amazement. Like you could just see, Shaft is one of those people who just puts their work into it, even when their shows aren't the greatest, which they have certain shows which are just so freaking poor, like Niso Koi season 2. They still pull out the stops. Everything looks freaking fantastic. This episode was no different. Like, come on, there were shots. The shots with Kyouko as well. Freaking hell. I just kind of sat there and went, I meant to hate you, but I find you really attractive. Stop doing that, anime. Like, just go, please. I meant to hate you. But no, it's just, man. It knows what it needs to do and does it so freaking damn well. Like, I can't be angry at the show. Like, it just does it really freaking damn well. And then you got Nikaido as well, which is he's just a perfect boy. Like, he's that kind of guy you just want to go and hug because he's so freaking adorable. He cares about everyone else. He cares more about everyone else than himself. That's what I've kind of realized recently. Yeah. Good old Kyouko calling Ray self-centered as well. It's kind of like, so there has to be more with the family going on than what we've got right now, which actually is kind of interesting me as well, because there seems to be kind of a lot more alluding to happen that we're not kind of fully getting, but that's kind of what I like about it. It gives you enough to kind of keep you intrigued to actually see what happens next. I also remember Kyoko's model episode 1, the drain water imagery, and then the shots of the sink drain. Yeah, you're right, actually. That actually went full circle. That was actually pretty cool. That's actually pretty neat. That actually went completely full circle. I actually quite like that. Like, certain things does actually kind of almost foreshadow future events and actually call back at the same time, which I actually kind of like about the show. It does that quite often. I actually think it's actually kind of neat. One of the things that certain shows tend to do but don't do too often. Like, I think the only other show that does it quite often, which is actually kind of really freaking neat, is Occultic 9. Like, it does it so many freaking damn times that you don't actually notice it. And it's one of those things that the show never gets credit for. Like, no one gets credit to Occultic 9 either. It's a show that goes so freaking fast, you don't understand what's going on. But once you actually do understand it, actually kind of just, I don't know, accept it for what it really is, you can't actually get a really freaking good show. But I don't know. Occultic 9's that kind of show which I think is underrated slightly. Either way, Free Gatsu is still a masterpiece when it's actually just on. I just love it so much. Every single character is so freaking great. It's just, Kairi's just the best girl in the universe. Like, she's literally like, I don't freaking know. I mean, I get a better girl than a Kairi. Like, she's literally like the pinnacle of female characters. And then Momo's the most adorable girl in the universe. Hinata is even more adorable. Like, every single girl that's named Hinata in anime is just so freaking adorable. I don't understand why, but I don't complain. I don't know. Hopefully, you get more episodes with Ray's friend as well, who also happens to be Thingy's crush, Hinata's crush, because he's actually freaking awesome. I love him as well, because it's that kind of guy that Ray can actually go and speak to and actually kind of almost feel at ease with as well. Because again, I always find with Ray that Ray doesn't really have anyone to talk to that actually he can actually just kind of speak his mind or actually kind of find anyone with common ground. But I think Hinata's crush is that one person you actually can find common ground with. That I actually think is really freaking neat. I think it's actually one of those things that it kind of came out of left field how much it actually kind of was really freaking awesome how they did it. But I can't complain. Really like it. I think the show just does everything it needs to do it and does it freaking damn well. So good job to you, Shaft. And good job to everyone that's working on the show as well, because you will do a bang out job. But yeah, I have to go have a lie down after this because I've done like way too much recently. That my brain's gonna go. I need to kind of keep my brain active because the season's ending. Like, the season ends in like 2 weeks. It ends on my birthday. Like, that's what I've kind of realized. This whole entire season practically ends on my birthday, which actually is kind of depressing. Like, Christmas Eve, everything ends practically. Like, Cultic 9 finishes, JoJo'd be finished by then, Keijo would be finished, Yuri and Ice would be finished. Well, at least we got Free Gatsu still going on, and Gundam still going on, which is actually kind of awesome. But alas, this season was strong. Like, it's one of the strongest seasons of the whole entire year. Probably the strongest, actually, besides spring. But yeah, hopefully next season just delivers besides Gintama 2017, because as we know, Gintama is going to be the standout, bang-out anime of the year. Like, I ain't looking forward to it because it's ending, but looking forward to where it actually goes next. So yes, with all that said, I have indeed been the driver. If you have enjoyed this live stream as a whole and you do want to leave a like, then do leave a like, because indeed it does help me quite a bit. If you have enjoyed my content here and you want to leave a sub, then do leave a sub, because indeed it does help me quite a bit. Until tomorrow with 3 Guts and a Content 9, hopefully, I shall see you guys later.